we go. So just give me a second. So what I'm doing right now is just pushing my energy out and calling him in. I also like to invite them into my space so I can feel the true essence of who they are. Okay, so immediately, if this is your grandfather, I'm getting energy brought to the top of my head. So he may have had some issues around the head area. It could also mean like dementia or Alzheimer's. Okay, so I just feel like he just wants to bring the energy right around my head area because he knows my library. He knows what I use. Does that make any sense to you at all?
Like he was bald, so that was the first thing that came to my mind.
Then we got to go with that. Okay. Now remember, that's in your memory bank. So he's going to bring that through. But notice how
Yeah,
it's all around the head area and he's
yeah.
bringing the energy there.
Okay.
Okay. Um, do you recall? Now we may have two that will come in at the same time, and that tends to happen. Do you recall if he had a fall before he passed, like a fall? And I feel like there may have been complications from that fall that may have led up to his passing.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. He was
Okay.
definitely weak
Thank
before
you.
he passed.
Okay,
Yeah.
I feel like there was some kind of a fall. Okay, so that's what he's making me feel. Just some kind of an injury. Now, did he also have issues with his teeth as well? Do you remember?
That's my other grandfather,
Okay, and what's his name?
Don. He had dentures.
Thank you. Okay, so I remember I said I felt like I may have two. I may have two,
Yeah.
right? So is Ross on your father's side?
Yes.
Thank you. That's so I'm going to place him here. Going to place Dawn here, right? And I feel like they want to play. I feel there's a playfulness here. Notice that now. Now he's having me play with my hair.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's Ross.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ross is full on. I'm also getting like a steam engine, a train, or something to do. Either live near train station, train tracks, or worked on trains, or for some reason he makes me want to say engines or engines. Now, which one would
Um,
that be
a-
for?
Again, that could be for my other grandfather because he did woodworking, so he was around machines all the time. So
Okay, I didn't get woodworking. I got trains,
train.
but we won't knock the woodworking. For some reason, I want to say steam, like either they live, there's an association with trains, train station, but I want to say engines. It's the way he's saying steam engine.
No, I can't place that.
Okay. Is there a significance around the Stratford area to you?
Stratford, no, definitely not. Not that far.
All right. So what we're gonna do is, and this, if I get blocks,
Mhm.
and you're going to have an aha because spirit doesn't
Yeah.
waste a thought. So there's a reason why I'm getting it. So because it's not making sense to you right now for either grandfathers or anybody else connected to you, like do you live near a train station, go station, train? Like you don't take the train?
No, I don't. I mean,
All right.
go stations are all around, but no, we don't really take them.
Okay. So we're going to park that on the shelf because it will make sense later.
Okay.
Sometimes it could be a future thing. So if you were thinking of taking a vacation on a train, by train, via train, we're just going to
Okay.
park that there because I don't
Yeah.
want to waste too much time trying to figure it out. Okay. Is he not letting it go? I'm leaning more towards Ross. Would you say that your grandfather Ross, would you say he was very intuitive? Like
Yes.
he knew how to read people, didn't he?
Yes.
Okay,
For
because
sure.
making me really feel that. And did he read a lot of books?
Both of them did for
Oh,
sure. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Again, I'm leaning more towards Ross. Ross seems to be the stronger energy here.
Yeah. No, the other grandfather was definitely more quiet for sure.
Thank you. Yeah. And I like that because it just shows the essence of both of them, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He really wants me to work. He's really like, it's like, I'm going to test you kind of thing. And I'm like, okay, bring it on. And he also makes me feel like he would like to try and figure things out, like crossword puzzles or word finds or things like that.
100%. Yeah.
Always like to keep the brain working. And
Mhm.
I feel like that he's trying to give that to you as a message as well, is don't be lazy, don't go on the phone, Don't try to Google everything. It's like, get your answers up here. Like use, it's like, that's what he's saying is tell her to use her brain. Tell her to use her brain.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like that's where, and remember, it's my interpretation, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's what he's making me feel is don't be lazy because he's also kicking in a sense of humor. And it's like this generation, everyone lazy, right? The technology, right? So
Yeah.
I feel, does that make sense to you?
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's giving you a thumbs up.
Okay.
He's liking the conversation. He's liking the connection. He's thanking you for allowing him to come through. Or did somebody buy you this as a gift?
Yes. Yes.
Is it a female?
No.
Is this like a partner or a boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay. He's acknowledging him and he's giving him a thumbs up.
Okay.
So he's like thanking him for making this happen because it's allowing him to come through and make this connection. It's like, it's about time. It's about time. Now, I know this is one of the most popular signs for when it comes to loved ones making their connections. But do you have a significance with red cardinals,
Um,
or just someone else in your family that associates red cardinals?
it would most likely be his wife, my grandmother. She was all about the birds. So
Okay, is she still here?
no.
Then she's coming through. Okay, so she's coming through with the red cardinal because you would make that association.
Yeah.
Okay, she's fun as well. Did she have any throat issues or communication issues before she transitioned?
No. No. She was pretty with it up until the
Oh, I
end.
see what she's doing. Okay. So is there a necklace that was passed down, or would it make sense about a certain necklace that she would wear?
So her thing was when she wore turtlenecks, she would pull them down because she would get hot.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay. So notice how you're tapping in, like it's your memory, right?
Yeah.
And so, because notice how I keep doing this with my hand. I'm like, there's something around here.
Yeah.
So again, that's your memory. I don't wear turtlenecks, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't have that.
Yeah.
But it immediately went to my neck area.
Yeah.
So she's thanking you for getting it. She's giving you a thumbs up for getting it. Now, I'm going to say this, and you may not believe this, but you're very highly intuitive yourself.
I am.
You have to use it more. And I feel like I want to say to you, have more fun with it. And it's funny because before I came on, I just did a TikTok video. I don't usually like TikTok, but it's easier.
Yeah.
So once a week, something that I just started doing is I'll do an intuition game.
Okay.
Right? So I just posted that on my social media. So I feel like that's for you to do, is to do, like, for example, when your phone rings, don't look at it, try to tap in right away. Don't overthink it and go, that's who it is. Or if the mail comes in and you get the bills and say it's a different amount every month, try to tap in and see an image of the numbers. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
really honing in the tools, like,
Okay.
I'm in the midst of creating an online course so that you can download it and do it on your own pace, right?
Okay.
It's
Okay.
all about intuition development. And then if you want to take it further, then you take it into mediumship as well. But I feel like for you, okay, I'm not sure which one this is for. Two things. I'll do number one. Is there a connection with you, with your grandparents, with Hawaii?
No, I would. My mom's parents got married at their honeymoon in Hawaii.
Thank you. Okay, so that would be Don
Yeah.
and his wife. So your grandmother has passed as well. Don's wife has passed as well.
Yeah.
I told you you're getting a family reunion here. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, you guys are pulling me in all different directions here. Okay. So, but I am leaning more towards, so when I say paternal side, so your dad's side,
Yeah.
that's the very psychic side. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I'm not saying that, Dawn and your grandmother aren't, but your paternal side, very much so. But it's like, I'm here. What's your grandmother's name? Dawn's?
Ross's wife is Selma.
Selma?
Selma. Yeah.
Yeah, I would not have gotten that.
No.
Okay.
Well, it's
So
funny because Dawn's wife is Alma, so it's Selma and Alma. So,
gotcha. Okay. So I just feel like she's like, I'm here. I'm here. She's just
yeah,
one of those, just it looks like she's waving the flags, letting you know, I'm here, I'm here.
yeah, yeah.
But there's a lot of excitement from her as well. Now she keeps taking an apron on and off, on and off. Does that make sense to you? Right.
For sure. She was always in the kitchen.
And
Yeah.
always like you would, I don't know, I feel like she would have like a towel or like a tea towel over her shoulder and
Yep.
just constantly drying her hands. There's
Yep.
that as well.
For
Right.
sure.
And do you understand a recipe book or some kind of recipe that was passed down that she would want you to acknowledge?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so why is she giving that to me? Because that's her unique validation, so you know that it's her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The age 69, does that ring a bell? The age 69?
Um, my dad just celebrated his 68th birthday, so I don't know if that like literally
Okay.
yes, like
Well,
two
that's
days ago.
close. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's close. I don't know. I saw it as a 69.
Okay.
So that's now your grandparents acknowledging. Well, they're all acknowledging, actually. They're all acknowledging your dad's birthday.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
But they didn't show it to me as a birthday cake like that. My symbol is like
Yeah.
birthday cake. Like, it's like, and again, that's Ross playing with me. He's like, I'm, trying to give it to you in a different.
Well, yeah, that was my like that's my dad's like baseball number and whatever. So that 69 is very much associated with my dad. So
There we go.
yeah.
Okay. So throw the number 68, throw the number 69. Okay. So just that again, it's just an association. And that would be a validation for your dad as well. It's like, okay, who comes up with that? And it's
Yeah.
like, well, came through, got to
Yeah.
acknowledge the number 69. And I
Yeah.
took it as an age. Okay. Or again, if it's a jersey number, a reference to it, right? I could say it's the perverted dirty side as well,
Yeah.
but that's my mind.
Yeah.
All right.
Wouldn't put it past the
Yeah,
mayor.
it's got to go there.
Yeah.
And especially when your grandfather knows my mind,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like, you really want me to say that? It's like, yes, I dare you. Right? Okay. So do you drive a white vehicle?
I don't. I don't.
Who does?
I don't know. My brother-in-law has a white car, but that's the only one I can think of. Like we have like a lot of silver and black in this family. So
Okay. So the white car, that's your brother-in-law.
yeah,
Okay. Do you know if he recently lost someone? That
not recently, but
okay.
his great grandmother is very, very much not well.
Okay. Now, his great grandmother, but is his great grandfather in spirit?
Yes.
He's the one that's dropping in and acknowledging her, but also acknowledging your brother-in-law and just saying everything's going to be okay. She is going to. He's waiting.
Okay.
He's waiting.
Okay.
Okay. So it's
Yep.
just he's just seeing an opportunity. He's seeing a window, but I feel like with her, it's going to be very peaceful.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay.
it's just to let him, it's to give comfort for him. Now
Yeah.
it's up to you whether you want to pass on that message. You may not want to, but he's
Okay.
saying thank you for acknowledging. And why he showed me a white car, because it'd be easier to acknowledge the brother-in-law if he
Yeah.
was the only one with a white
Yeah.
car. And
Yeah.
perhaps he was into cars. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
If he was here in the physical realm and he was into cars or had a white car himself, but he's just making that association. So he's just saying thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I feel like I want to acknowledge an anniversary coming up. Is that your anniversary?
Yeah. It is.
Okay. So
It's
from
in a,
all
it's in
of
a,
them,
it's in a week.
okay. So all of them are wishing you happy anniversary.
That's so sweet. Okay.
And make sure you do something. Do you have any plans?
We don't. It's so busy.
No. That's an excuse. That's the message, Deb. You've got to keep it spicy. Okay.
That's crazy.
You have to keep it spicy. Surprise him. That's what I just heard.
Okay.
Surprise him. Even if it's dinner and a movie, time alone, away alone. Don't use kids, don't use pets, don't use work. That's a no-no. Okay?
Okay.
Because as long now you have 2 kids?
Yeah.
Okay?
They're my boyfriend's kids, but yeah, like we live
Doesn't
together.
matter. They're
Yeah.
the kids, okay? And in order for that relationship to work as a family unit, you have to keep it spicy. You have to
Okay.
focus. You two come first. So here's the thing. What's your partner's name?
Matt.
Okay. So Matt must place himself as number one. He needs to take care of himself first. Okay. Then he focuses on you. Okay. Let's turn that around.
Mhm.
You must also take care of yourself. Number one. Then Matt, you come together, then the kids.
Yeah.
You are the foundation. Because what tends to happen is couples like to focus just on the kids and then they let their relationship dwindle.
Yeah.
No, first yourself, then you come together, then the kids. See how it works?
I
This is
do.
why they're really pushing this anniversary. Go out, do something special, make it a surprise. Wear,
Okay.
wear something a little, underneath. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's what I mean. Like, go back to when you first met. You see where I'm going?
Yeah,
Okay. I think you get the hint,
I do.
right? Uh, as your grandfather Ross chuckles over that one. But and so that also, and the importance of that too is because communication is number one, always. You must communicate, right? And through joy and gratitude and laughter and that spiciness, that's what keeps the relationship. That's what keeps you healthy. That also allows you to tap into your intuition, tapping into your heart, between the heart and the third eye, right? And so
Yeah,
when you keep that momentum going, your intuition, your crown chakra is just going to go, right?
yeah,
Do you use your intuition in your work?
I do, for sure.
Because you're really good at your work.
I try. I try.
Okay. So it's learning for you to delegate. That makes sense to you?
Yeah, for sure.
You can't control everything, Deb. So it's learning to trust yourself, but trusting others. And if you don't trust yourself, how is others going to trust you? And how are you going to trust others?
Yeah,
Okay. So it's
yeah,
trusting your own intuition, trusting and believing in yourself, and trusting that you're going to attract those that you trust so that you can delegate, but you can't control everything. So whatever that means, does
yeah.
that make sense? Does that make
No,
sense for you?
yeah, for sure.
And I don't know why I want to say this, but it's bringing, they're not showing me what it is that you do. Um, but I feel like I want to say always find the humor, always find the joy in what you're doing,
Okay. Okay.
and just learn to laugh things off, not taking everything so seriously.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Do you have to communicate with your job?
I do.
You're very good at it. And you know why? Is because you're really good at how you deliver. It's
I've
like
had I've
you're
been
the,
told that before.
sorry.
I've been told that before.
Okay. And the reason why is because you're a very strong empath. So you can put yourself into whoever you're speaking with, you can put yourself into their shoes and you can relate. And so that's a gift. That's your one of your intuitions, right? So you can really sense, feel, and know. And so when you drop into your heart, that's how you're able to communicate and deliver in such a way where you are being heard. Do you know that you're a breath of fresh air for me for that?
Aw, that's
You
sweet.
are. Usually it's the other way around. It's like people just tend to tap into the left brain, the ego, right? And
Yeah,
so when or out of fear, and so that raises a tone that's not such a nice tone, or they don't mean it, but it just goes in one ear, not the other.
Yeah, yeah.
But you have a soft tone. And again, it's just the way that you're communicating. That's how you do well in your job, is because you're using your empathic skills.
Good to know.
Now you got to tell me what you do.
I work for the federal government actually. So I work with a group of people that enforce federal law, and I'm on the other side helping train them and health and safety and stuff like that. So
Okay. So is there numbers, a lot of numbers involved?
on the budget side, yeah, for sure. For
Okay.
sure.
Is that your weakness, or is that what you dislike the most?
Um I don't deal as much with the financial stuff because it is not my forte.
Thank you. And I'm correct on that, because I'm like, no,
Yeah.
that's a no.
No.
That's a no for her.
Yeah.
Okay. But it just shows me where you are. Like, again, you're using more your intuition. You're more on the right brain. When it
Yeah.
comes to the left brain, that's the analytical, that's the numbers,
Yeah.
but you're more towards the right. Yeah, you're really good at your job. It's like all of them. They're all applauding you on your job. Um, but there's moments where you feel kind of stuck,
For sure.
right? And I feel like either finding and like staying in the realm of what you're doing, but also finding it's like you need to be challenged. So I feel like if you can find like another department or something that can challenge you,
Yeah, for sure.
or a different role of some sort, or moving into that, or researching that, is there any openings, is there anything like that, is there anything that resonates with you for that?
Yeah, the way it works in the government, you there's lots of opportunity, so it's just I've never really pulled the trigger.
Okay, you'll know. And I feel like I want to say to you that when, not if, when the opportunity presents itself, you'll get excited. Your intuition will kick in, and you'll be like, "Yep, that's it." Right? You'll just know whether it's right for you. And I feel like with you that it's not always about the numbers, like how much you're being paid. It's like, do I want to handle that? Do I want to take care of that? Because you must like the job first before the financing.
I've said that my whole life. It's quality over quantity.
Thank you. You're living that. And you're listening to your heart on that, because a lot of people, they just want to go where the pay raise is, but they hate the job, and then their life is miserable, and then they bring it home. And it's like, no, you
Mhm.
must get excited to
Yeah,
go to your job, right? And if it doesn't pay well, but you're happy at what you're doing and you're putting all that energy out there, the universe taps into that and goes, "Oh, Deb is really good. She really likes her job. She does deserve a pay. We're gonna work it in such a way because she's asking for something more, but in the same field, because she's really excited." Then that's where the universe steps in and
yeah,
makes it so that you will be making more money.
yeah, yeah,
Sense?
yeah,
Because
for sure.
that's an energy. And it's like you say to the universe, "Okay, I really enjoy what I'm doing.
But
Can you make it happen so that I'm making more money?" And then
yeah,
feel as if the money's already there. Because when you're in gratitude for where you're at, you're like the magnet. That's what the universe responds to, is that. Why am I back to a friggin' train again? Hmm. Not sure where to go with that. Okay. That's an in. So remember how I said Stratford earlier?
yeah,
That's an okay. So we're back to steam engines. They built engines in that town. I just discovered this several weeks ago,
okay,
but it's a restaurant slash an inn. So you can stay. It's a historical building.
okay.
And I feel like that's where this is going in regards to your anniversary. Finding a place that's an inn,
Oh,
you an
okay,
overnighter.
okay.
Okay. Why I keep being shown Stratford and this kind of inn, it's actually an inn. It's a historical building, and it's connected to, I forget the name of a main company, but it's connected to all the hotels in Niagara on the Lake.
Oh,
So So whether they're trying to suggest to you Niagara on the Lake, a
Or scrap.
hotel,
Okay.
an
Okay.
overnighter. And so they're showing me that building where the steam engines is, because I was actually looking to do a group reading there. That's how I know about it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's Ross.
I'm not surprised.
That's Ross. How's your left knee?
My left knee is okay.
Okay. Anyone connected to you that's having any knee issues?
My mother does.
Okay. Would it make sense for me to say to you not to worry about your mom?
I hope so.
Because I feel like I'm here to remind you, take care of yourself first. Okay. You need to put yourself first so you have the energy to be there for your mom. Okay. I feel like your mom's doing this. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah.
She's very stubborn.
Mhm.
They're not giving me too much, but she's strong. Okay. Your mom is strong and she's very stubborn. Um, she is who she is.
Yeah. She
She,
is
and it's funny because you're worried about her and she's worried about you.
always. Always the
Right?
way.
But I feel like I want to say to your mom, she's got nothing to worry about. You're fine. I feel that you are, Deb. Like I said earlier, you're a breath of fresh air for me. Like I don't have any concerns. I
Good.
don't.
That's
Um,
good.
you're just a really, really good person. You really are.
Thank
And
you.
they're all applauding you, but I feel good things are coming for you. You're very strong yourself. But allow your emotions to come up, allow yourself to feel. Don't be afraid to show your emotions because the emotions need to come up. Because if you don't show them, that's energy. Okay. If you
Yeah.
start suppressing them, they're going to start causing health issues.
Okay.
It creates blocks in your energetic field because everything's energy. Energy is in constant motion, needs to be in constant motion. Now, if there's anything that I can suggest to improve anything for you, and there's no judgment on this, is I feel like I want your body to move more. So whether that's going for walks, whether that's going to the gym, whether that's doing yoga, that's the only thing that I am getting for you to improve on is
Okay.
connect with your emotions, allow the emotions to come up. Don't overanalyze them. Just let them, if you're angry, hit a wall.
Yeah.
You wanna cry, just cry.
Yeah.
Because we're shifting. We're going as physical beings, the consciousness, we're going through a massive energetic shift right now. So our bodies are going through some changes. So what's happening is a lot of stuff from our past and ancestral past is coming up. So
Okay.
let the emotions come up. Okay. I feel like I want to say that to your partner as well. Is if you notice anything with him, just, use your beautiful voice that you use and just say, okay, whatever you're feeling, I'm here. I'm listening. Let it up. I'm here to hold your hand. Okay. I don't know why
Okay.
I want to say that,
Yeah.
but just hold his hand in that, whatever that means. Your grandfather, Ross, is making it's like he's giving a poke to your dad's hair.
Okay.
Is your dad losing his hair or
He's not, but I mean, we
is
always thought it was inevitable.
okay? I just feel like he's just giving him a poke.
Probably just like it was always that, like, so my dad has my grandmother's side hair, but
Yeah.
like his brother has like is balding. So it's one of those like a joke to be like, you didn't get it. Like
So he's just giving him a poke. And
yeah.
and and the reason the poke is because if it's an inside joke within the family, He's still continuing it from the other side,
You got to keep your hair.
right? So it's just giving him a poke. But that and so notice how your grandfather's not coming in and heavy and lecturing or anything like that.
Yeah.
He's coming in with a sense of humor, you know, and to keep that humor, because that's one of the most important things to have in life, is you just got to learn to laugh at yourself
Yeah, for
and
sure.
just focus on the good in people or find the humor in people. If they're not your cup of tea, they're not your cup of tea.
Exactly. No,
Right?
that's true.
I'm not everybody's cup of tea, I tell you, right?
And I hate to kind of push it either, but I know we were talking about work, and I was just wondering if any of my work colleagues happen to be there or would want to come through.
Who? Give me a name.
Um, I was hoping for Arley,
Can you spell that for me?
Arlie.
Is
If
this a
she's
girl?
there, if yeah, if she's there, you would know it for sure. She's
I feel like if this is her that I'm connecting with, she wanted to respect you and your family. She was waiting for the invitation.
yeah,
She didn't want to jump in. Does that make sense to you?
for sure.
Okay, so if that's the essence of her, she knew you were going to ask. She was waiting for the invitation. Okay, she's showing me the number 5. So that means, did she come from a family of 5? Did you know her for 5 years? Is there a significance to the month of May?
Yeah. I knew her for 5 years.
5 years. Thank you. Okay. Notice how she popped that one in. She wants to remind you that you still need to have your chats with her. You can still chat with her. She can hear you. Doesn't matter whether you speak out loud in your thoughts. She can hear you, but she wants you to talk to her. She's going to help you at work, but you must ask. Okay.
Yeah.
Now she's showing me, you know, that typical scene that you hear. What's that phrase everyone says? The water. Uh,
Oh, I
what's
don't know.
that where you all meet for the water? Some
Oh,
TV.
in the water cooler.
Yes, she's showing me that. Does that make sense to you?
For sure. For sure.
Water cooler chats or something like that. She says we can still have our chats. So
Mhm.
because you're very intuitive, ask the question. Now, she wants me to remind you that you've been looking and waiting for signs. Signs are not signs if you're looking for them.
Yeah.
You know this.
Yeah, I do.
The signs will drop in when you least expect it. Okay. Now I'm getting lots of spices around her.
I see.
Um, what's her nationality?
Oh gosh, I'm Canadian. I don't know like background or
Okay.
anything.
Did you eat spicy food lately?
Uh, no, I don't know. I don't think I did.
Okay. Something about cooking and spices, or did you do lunch together all the time?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's just giving me all kinds of I guess to chat about
About
food.
food. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Okay. So you would do lunches together. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know why food, but she's going to use food as a sign. Okay. And 25 cents. 25 cents.
So, oh, that was always her change from coffee.
25 cents. Okay. So you may find 25 cents here and there when you least expect it. So that's not 10 cents is the usual, is the popular one because it replaced pennies. She wants 25 cents. So the number 25
Okay.
and the coin 25 cents. Was she a smoker?
Yeah,
Did she do actual cigarettes or did she vape?
actual cigarettes.
You know what that smells like. It's a very distinct smell. So when you get that whiff, was there anyone else in your family that smoked in spirit?
My grandmother.
Well, this one's going to be Arley. You can smell baked goods with your grandmother. Selma.
Yeah.
So Arley is going to use, to get your attention, cigarette smoke smell, tobacco.
Okay.
What happens when you get that smell? What are
I
you going
just,
to do?
I'm going to talk to her.
Yes, you are. You're going to say hello, because once you see the 25 cents, any significance to food, your inner knowing will kick in. That's your intuition. Okay. That's your psychic ability. It's an inner knowing. And you're like, I don't know how I know, but I know that's Arley.
Yeah.
So, hello, Arley. I know you're here. Now, she says that there's something that you've been thinking about doing, and it may be job related, but you've been thinking about doing something, and she's trying to push you, to nudge you to do it. Take the chance, just do it. Do you know what that is?
Yeah,
It feels work related to me.
I do have an opportunity and I've been considering and I can't decide. So
Oh, she's telling you to do it. Right? The only way you're going to know, the only way you're going to learn is to make it happen. Take the effort. And if it doesn't work in your favor, it may open up doors to another opportunity. Right? I always say take those chances. If it doesn't work out, it can always lead to something much more better.
yeah, for sure.
Right? Because the universe won't provide unless you ask. Like I said, Arley wants to help you from the other side. So I do have to bring it to a close because I have to start downloading the recording before I move on to my next one. How do you feel now?
It's just crazy. Like it's good. Like I know I'm emotional, but it's good. It's all good. It's all very positive.
And that's you. Life is good. Just keep being you, Deb, because you're fucking amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Okay? Just keep being you. You're here
It's
to make
always good to hear.
you're making a difference, but just believing in yourself. Go on that friggin' anniversary. Dude, I want to say surprise him. Don't
Yeah.
even tell him. Uh-huh.
I
All right,
will.
my friend. Thank you so much. So I'm going to download the recording. I'm going to email it to you. I may not email it right away because I may not have time. I'll feel that one out. Let me know that you received it so that I can delete it off my laptop.
Okay, I will.
All right, my friend. Okay.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Just a quick question. Hold on. I'm gonna turn off the recording. Hold on just a second.